What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Creed back with another video, man. I'm getting set up over here, man. Hold on, I'm getting set up, y'all. Thanks for always tuning in, man. I got some news, man. We just gonna go through it all. Um, I'm trying to get better with actually letting you guys know ahead of a schedule ahead of time. I keep going in and out, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And thank you guys for tuning in, man. My channel is doing very well right now. Um, so all the people that have been tuning in, commenting, liking, subscribing, all the above, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect everybody's comments, whether we agree or not. Discourse is always welcome. Long as you ain't on some BS, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your view is. But it is what it is. Now let's get down to business. Your boy Terrence Howard. Man, shout out to Terrence Howard. This dude threatens you people who've been talking down on him. He is threatening y'all to a duel, man. He is not pulling no punches. Terrence Howard say, if you want it, man, come and get it. Y'all check this out, and I'll come back with my commentary, of course.
So here's the simple truth. If you take my words, my image, my idea.
I don't know. Okay, seems like that shit don't want to play. Let's go to Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel opens up about previously bleaching his skin, the battle with Graves' disease, and his recording process while incarcerated, and more. Y'all check this out on Hot 97, and this was a very good question by Ebro. Y'all check it out.
It's heartbreaking. Like it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. I know.
When you say as a black man you have that issues, can you expand on that?
We as black people, we all have that issues. You know what I mean? Like
complexionism,
yeah,
colorism.
colorism. Like even with black women, the hair, like you know what I mean? This if Laura cut her hair, she could sell it to a black woman right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have that issue. We like light skin and
white supremacy has done the job.
That Eurocentric look.
There you go.
Black people have always wanted to look like that. I guess it has to do with slavery and the whole thing.
Well, then the crazy part, plot twist, they want to get curlier hair
and be tan.
Yes.
It's
I'm gonna play the
One
rest.
thing that a lot of us
I will say this before I get on. That's not all black people, but it is true that the Eurocentric look is a thing that a lot of people strive for. You know, not saying if you're wrong and you're right, but whatever you like, you like. But I will say that ever since, black people got put over here, it's a certain number of black people who do want that Eurocentric look. Me, I think black is beautiful. So if you want twists, braids, locks, if you're beautiful in and out, I rock with it. I'm not even opposed to wanting your hair straight, long as you recognize who you are and where you come from. I really don't have a problem with it, but I do understand where it comes from. And a lot of people do need to recognize that, because self-love is a thing you have to, be able to recognize.
That's like we're taken back is when we learned that you were going through Graves' disease.
I still am.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because for a lot of us, we were like, what is that?
Yeah, it's I think it affects the glands right here.
Yeah.
So the thyroid glands.
Thyroids, yeah.
And it makes it go berserk. because you know it controls a lot of bodily functions like your sweating,
circulation,
trembling, a lot of stuff. Sometimes it makes my eyes puffy.
wow.
I mean, initially I used to lose a lot of weight too because it makes you sweat like.
Wow. And
Like
and
real sweat.
you were locked up with
Plus, I was
horrible
locked
conditions.
up. Yeah. Plus, I was in a dungeon. We didn't even have toilets. We had to shit in a bucket
For a long period.
Oh,
For a long period.
goodness.
And when you see when Lisa Evers broke that news, then they installed a toilet in my cell.
Wow.
Crazy work, right? Yeah. So yeah, man. So I was going through Graves' disease while in prison, while fighting for my life, my freedom.
Yeah.
Like I said, keeping my family together.
One thing
Okay. I will say this. A lot of black people, we sometimes might be having diseases and things wrong with us. We'll never know until we grow up, or later on in our lives when it affects us dearly. And we do need to go to doctors, but I recommend black doctors. Or just a good doctor in general that cares about people, because there are some doctors who won't care as much. You feel like that doctor is really listening to you and caring about you, man. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor, man, because you can have something your whole life and not know it.
How do you go about controlling, quelling Graves' disease? Because you said, I don't think it doesn't go away.
Yeah,
Like,
you
is
can.
it-
I mean, it's just like any other illness. If you eat properly and you on that exercise program, it goes back. What do you call it when cancer goes away?
Remission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remission. Yeah. So yeah. So we work.
So you got to chill on the drinking probably and.
Oh no, I can't. I was gonna stop drinking, but then I found out the bartender had a family to feed.
All right, we're gonna go to
In
the
my
next.
cell, we have.
I'm not gonna
In
play that
prison,
one. Yeah, I ain't gonna play it. We're good on that. But I will
I
say,
had my
listen,
Instagram.
let's go. Let's
Sorry,
do this.
I have a cold.
And you were fairly active on your Instagram. Should be
Yes, yes, very active.
Very active.
And you know, what I mean, I was scrolling through my comments because one thing with prison you have is time.
right.
So I'm reading comments and going through, and then I saw that this girl always liked my pictures. You know, what I mean, out of curiosity, jumped on her page, looked at them. I mean, I'm like, whoa, she looks nice. And you know, what I mean, at the time, like I said, I was going through a lot with my then woman, still my baby mom though, but my then woman, because you know when you're in prison, stuff happens.
Of course.
You know,
of
what I mean,
course,
people
of
drift
course.
apart. It's natural.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I just jumped in her DMs, started talking to her. Then she confessed that she was looking for me, but because a lot of Vibes Cartel pages out there, she jumped on my baby mom's page, which is another baby mom, and that's how she found me.
All right, I'm looking for the bleach skin because this is the part
One thing that all
It's a lot of convo obviously was made when you was bleaching and
Yes.
you know all of this.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Now that's not your thing anymore.
No, fully melanated.
Was it? Have you examined like at that time? Have you?
Okay, I played that. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I think it's very brave of him to. I'm gonna keep it playing. Then I'll come back. Sorry, y'all.
You ever had a chance to look at what you was going through and why you wanted to do that?
I mean, in hindsight, I think it definitely had to do with self-love, blah, blah. But looking back, I think it was just, as a black man, sometimes you have those issues. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I would never bleach again, though.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
I
I'd never
appreciate because
do
there's
that.
a lot. You know, when you travel the globe,
Yeah.
and not just black people,
Yeah,
right? Like
true.
when you get to Korea and these other places where
yeah.
lightning cream, being lighter, is like a thing. A lot of convo.
And they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right, man. And the thing you have to really do is love yourself, man, and know that black is beautiful, brown is beautiful, wherever you consider yourself. And this is bigger Vibes Cartel, man. I've seen interviews, but I haven't seen him, and I haven't seen all his interviews, but I haven't seen him like this. And this is very candid. This is a very good interview, by the way. Make sure y'all check out the 97 Hot 97 interview with Vibes Cartel. It's a very good interview, and I think they asked some very good questions, and I think he answered them very openly and honestly. And I could respect that. Because it's time for all people to wake up. You don't have to conform to a Eurocentric viewpoint, or something that you don't agree to if you don't want to. I just think, that is a big problem over in places like Jamaica, y'all Dominican Republic. Y'all know, y'all seen Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa went from brother color to the other. Sammy Sosa looked like Babe Ruth. But overall, I think the European or Western way of thinking and looking has put a real obscure look upon indigenous people, people of color, black, whatever ethnicity other than, white. And I think, we are on the way to sharing experiences, resources, and opinions, whether they are the same or different. And this is a good thing. I wish more people would speak up on this topic, because it could influence other people to love themselves. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Vibes Cartel for that, man. I will always respect. What's up, y'all? I will always respect, people being honest. Even if it's not exactly what I would agree to. I can respect it. But I wanted to say again, what's up everybody that's watching. Of course, I haven't got my stuff up yet, so y'all can talk to me, and I cannot see my comments right now. I'm getting the new setup in about 2 weeks, so I can do this a little better. But overall, good conversation, man. Good conversation. I wanted to go to this. Let me see if this working again. If it's not working, I ain't worried about it.
So here's the simple truth.
All right. I don't know what's up with that video. That video is not working. Let me go on to Bow Wow real quick, man. Now, your boy Bow Wow, I don't know if this dude is under duress or just an insane Holly weirdo. But Bow Wow says Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead, taught him how to do laundry. He says she knows how to stand in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. This is why Hollyweird is Hollyweird, man. Y'all check this out.
I would love to know your baseball lineup of
women. Corinne Steffens.
What?
You want to know why? I'm say why?
I mean, the obvious.
Okay. She's when you talk about a woman, you got to take out all the things that come to your mind when you say her name. If you really get a chance to know that woman.
Am I tripping?
No, you not. I'm telling you, bro. She's different. And this is what I mean by different. Forget what she known for, forget what she do, all that. It's the fact that she know how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. That's some different type of power.
Hold on. I had to pause right there. I'm sorry, y'all. This dude sound like a complete goof. Dog, just say what you mean to say. I don't. This is why Hollywood is always gonna be Hollyweird. She's known for what she's known for a reason. Why are you sitting up here acting like she's done something so great in your life? And I'm sure it's other women who are I hold my comment. I hold it.
And I'm gonna tell you how. It's something so simple. Probably one of the illest women I ever met in my life. And like the illest.
Listen to what he
She
said.
taught me how to wash clothes, bro. Something so simple. I did not know how to wash clothes. To this day, every time I can be with whoever. I don't care who I'm with. I don't care where I go. If I see a laundromat, a Bounce, a Downy, the little bear, Corinne. I'm in Target. I see that. Oh shit, Grant. I don't know. That woman is different, bro.
This is not the first time we've had somebody sit across from me and
say her name.
Oh,
for real?
That's why I'm wilding.
No,
out. Like,
bro.
yo,
Listen.
like,
This dude is acting like, oh, for real? This is the first time. Highly weird.
for real.
I can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, she's a woman. Like, you see how I'm looking? I'm trying to find it. Number one, she's smart as hell. She ain't no best bookseller. Right? I mean, and she really writing them shits. Like, ain't nobody writing for her. Like, she really writing, going through dry. Like, she's doing all it.
So she got a good head on her shoulders, huh?
You said that.
She's smart.
She's very smart. That's one I don't piss off. Shout out to Corinne, man.
Bro,
That's my
telling you,
dog.
babe.
I would love.
Where do I begin? Y'all know where I'm gonna begin at. These entertainers are so strung out over hoes. This is why it's become a big profession. This is the why OnlyFans exists. This is the why so many of these women are getting married to athletes and immediately divorcing them after 2 to 5 years. These men have become subservient to getting some. I'm gonna just say it. The weakness to 90% of these type of men is vagina. She's not even doing nothing extra. A girl smashing you and teaching you how to wash clothes is a regular girl. This is how you know you've been in Hollywood too long. When a woman can do the most mundane thing is teach you how to wash clothes, and you're like, oh my God, I never knew how to wash clothes. If you didn't know how to wash clothes, you have a mama, you have a daddy, you have an auntie, you have a grandmother. You literally could have asked anybody. You could have asked your assistant. You could have asked your home girl. But it falls on Corinne Steffens. Dog, come on. We know it's because you got head with it. Anything you did, you got head with it. Yeah, we know. Stop playing. Hollywood at its finest, dog. And that just shows you how weak these dudes are and the reason why these dudes have millions of dollars and end up losing it. Y'all losing it over simple women. Women who choose the lowest denominator to get with you, and your mind is blowing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she might be doing some stuff that you just be like, ah. But the reason these women stay in y'all life because they know y'all tricks. They know y'all tricks. What are we talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna read this line again. She knows how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your Bow Wow, I respect you, but man, you sound like a doofus. I would have told Cam Newton that, hey man, cut that part out when I talk about Corinne Steffens, please. Hold on. I'm gonna try to look at these comments, man. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I don't get it when these dudes act like, oh hey, how you doing, Hassan, and Babu and all y'all? How you doing? But I just don't get the fact that so many famous men, their downfall is always a woman who does the easiest the easiest thing to get them and the easiest thing to get money out of them. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And this is not a flex, by the way, for y'all men out there. This is not a flex. This is what you call a straight sucker. A straight sucker. She goes in and out of your life when she wants to. You get your way with her, but you also again, y'all leaving out the money that y'all paying for these women for their services. Come on, let's be 100 with it. Like, the thing I don't like is these platforms like this, and they not even being all the way 100. I'd have stopped them right there. Hey, bro, like, let's just be for real. Y'all getting what y'all getting out of it, and y'all paying these women to live a life. And dog, a lot of these dudes with all this money is still at their mama house. They still with their mamas, but they have the money to take care of some broad that just want to come in and suck them off or whatever. Like, it's a weird time we in, dog. And a lot of these dudes don't take that good care of their families, but they'll pay a broad to come suck them off. That's why I don't respect Hollyweird, bro. I do not respect Hollyweird. I'm just gonna be honest with you, dog. This don't make no sense. I get offended when these dudes come on these platforms with money and say, "Oh yeah, she's so great." Come on, bro. You paying her, dog. Just say what you doing. Just say what you doing, and we ain't even gotta. I wouldn't even trip on it. You know what I'm saying? But all right, here we go. Let's go to the next one. Ja Rule was on the Breakfast Club, and Ja Rule responds to 50 Cent's mockery of Irv Gotti's death. He said, "I was ready to go nuclear." Now, if y'all don't know, Ja Rule was very close to Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti was the guy who owned Murder Inc. and put Ja Rule and Ashanti on. Y'all check this out.
So interesting to me that you R50 have not outgrown each other. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking to 50, Ja gonna come up. If you're talking to Ja, 50 gonna come up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't bring him up per se at all.
No, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The media does.
Yeah.
But, because I think that's because he's, a troll and he keeps it going. You know
You
what
be
I'm saying?
throwing jabs and throwing them back, but you be.
I'll go to the circus once in a while, you know what I mean? But I really like to stay clear of that shit.
Yeah, because when the residency stuff happened, I was like, oh, Lord.
I like to have fun sometimes and poke jabs at them too, but that's all it really is. It's like, and to me, it's like, it's silly. We're both successful black men.
Mm-hmm.
I think the focus should be on, continuing to make sure that we pay it forward, push it forward, make sure the culture keeps going forward. I think that's more important. I see some of the things that he gets involved in, this fuse on something like grow up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be thinking to myself. And so when I see the things that he does, and he did the herb smoking on there, I'm like,
how did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not. Preem said it best. I spoke to Preem the other day. He's, Preem has always got the right words and shit in the right things to say. Because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But, I say, So I spoke to Preem anyway. And Preem said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you got to understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense. And I said, I love that. I said, because I don't want to start trouble, make trouble with people.
All righty. I'm gonna be honest with you. I respect what Ja Rule got to say when it comes to him, 50 Cent, and this whole thing, because the only reason this beef is continuing is, one, because of media, And two is because both of these artists got very, very big. Now, if 50 Cent wasn't as big as he was, this wouldn't be such a big deal. You know, it'd be pretty much one-sided. But the fact that 50 continued to climb the ladder, I think that had more of an impact on how things turned out and how things got squared away. And y'all have to remember too, you really can't tell the person how to beef once the beef start. You can't really tell a person how to beef or when to let it go. You know, 50's one of the type of dudes, he ain't gonna let nothing go, and he's super petty and a bit childish too. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're beefing with somebody or doing something, but you can't determine that. And I think that was one of the things that Irv Gotti and Ja Rule and Supreme and all them, I think that's one of the things that they didn't count on 50 being so big. You know what I'm saying? And by 50 signing to Eminem, and Eminem was with Dre, and Dre was with you know what I'm saying, Interscope. I just think they did not understand where 50's trajectory was going to go. I don't think 50 knew exactly his trajectory, but once it happened, it happened. And I think 50 was on a playing field, you know what I'm saying, similar to Murder Inc. And then he just left the stratosphere. And you never know. You never know. That's why you got to be careful who you beef with and be careful what you say, because you never know who's going to be the one. You never know. Do I think everything 50 do is funny and right? No. But again, they had real street beef. It wasn't just rap beef. So I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. You know, because somebody rappers are but 50 Cent did respond. He did respond, of course. Here's what he said. He said, the Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves asking question that perpetuates violence. This fool has been getting ready to go to what he calls nuclear for 22 years. He said, LOL, your man in my runts right now. Again, this is 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, responding to what Ja Rule had to say. Again, do I think it's, you know, this is 50. This is going to be 50 for the rest of his life. You can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. The only thing you can do in Ja Rule's position is just go get money. Just make business moves. Just go get money. Do what you do, because each time you make a mistake or do an interview or anything, 50 is gonna have some kind of retort or something to say about it. So I just get the money. You know, it is what it is. But I'm happy that he's not scared to say stuff about 50 Cent, because they'll make him look like a punk then. But I don't know. I think you never know how your enemy is gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? You never freaking know. I'm gonna go to the next story, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm trying to go there and read everybody's. Who cares about any of this? Rockaway Point. Hey, leave us alone. We over here trying to vibe out. There's always got to be somebody hating in the group. Your boys, the Island Boys. Oh my God, y'all. I didn't want to do any videos about these dudes, but it seems like this news just keeps coming up. So here we go. Island Boys Kodiak Red. Oh, I don't even want to read this. Says he made $14 million with his brother after kissing him on OnlyFans. I'll be honest, man. I don't know. I used to remember, like, back in the day, this would be, like, not cool. But I don't know. Y'all check this out. And I'll come back with some commentary.
Don't go together. What do you mean?
Why don't you gamble?
That's why I made $6 million off of that, but that's all right.
Hey.
Wait, oh.
Wait, you made $6 million off
Creators
kissing
and
your brother?
OnlyFans, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wait.
The fuck you think I'm gonna do that for free?
Wait, I have a question though.
3
like,
seconds?
How you
6
feel when
million.
you do that though? I'm just curious. Nah, yeah, that is.
Where do the money come from?
Who offered you $6
Bro,
million?
everybody wants to see the Island Boys tour.
I'm saying once we see it,
What white
who
lady
the
in
fuck?
Miami did you meet?
What is being sold? Where's the money being
Well,
generated?
it's on OnlyFans.
Oh,
I
You
was with an
posted
agency
kissing
I
your
know
creator.
brother.
exactly what agency. I helped run it.
Right, I seen it. Yeah. So they helped promote it, and I made $6 million, and my brother made $8 million.
Damn.
I told you he drops the soap and
kissing a
uses a
nigga
strap
is
on.
crazy.
Sorry, what'd you
Chris,
say?
I said I told you he drops the soap and uses a strap on. That's
I
how he
don't
makes
even
$6
play like
million.
that, but I guess whatever. I mean, look, listen.
So you suck a
I
dick
was
for
going through a
Hellcat.
drug addiction, bro. These don't go together.
This is disgusting. I have no idea how these people get fans and how these people get on, but I will say this, man. If your mind can go to bragging about kissing your brother on OnlyFans for $14 million, imagine what you'll do for $100 million. What is y'all man? Y'all would do anything for $1. I used to think it would only be a certain type of person to do stuff for money, but I'm finding out it's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all on the same path. This is disgusting. This is not hip hop, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just go straight into the Island Boys beef with your boy Charleston White. The Island Boys crash out on Charleston White after he made fun of Fly Soldier's baby. Y'all check this out. This is crazy, y'all.
Let's just keep it cool. Let's keep it all, like, you feel me, cordial, professional, until we get in that ring.
Look at him.
Okay?
You can't even blink in
Okay?
Okay. What he's talking about is Aiden Ross offered for them to go in the ring. One of the Island Boys and Charleston White for talking about their son.
It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I'm not gonna make fun of him because I'm gonna keep it professional with you.
I'm gonna make fun of you and your baby, nigga.
Hey, bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You receding hairline, bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. You wanna be a young nigga so bad. You wanna be a young nigga so bad. You wanna be a young nigga so bad. You're mad because you're gonna get your ass beat, fuck nigga. You're gonna get your ass beat. He's talking about my baby.
Don't let him get you. I don't know if y'all seen.
He's trying to get you, man.
Mike Tyson.
You're scared because you're gonna get your ass beat. You're scared because you're gonna.
Hold on. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't condone this type of talk, especially if you're not black and you're saying the N word like this. I got problems with this, but I'm gonna play it just for content. Here we go.
Gonna get your ass beat. You're scared. You're scared. See me in the ring. Just see me in the ring. Let's keep it professional. All right. Hey, you ugly bitch. You talking about yourself, bitch. Oh man.
You're good. You're good.
Hey, bro. You playing wrong for that. Hey, let's just keep it cool.
All right. I'm gonna read this next little thing that Charleston White put up, but I will come back with some commentary. Okay. This is what Charleston White puts up. He says, this is what happened when you kiss your brother, then end up having a baby creature. I thought Blueface and Christian had the drunk baby, but the Island Boy mother clucker baby tops them all. I'm convinced this is an AI baby like the old incest baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just gonna be real, man. I'm just gonna be real. No matter how you feel about people, you should definitely not talk about their kids. This is another issue that I do have with people like Charleston White, to be honest with you. You know, as much as I hate the Island Boys saying the N-word, I probably have more of a problem with Charleston White talking about the kid. Now, true enough, could there be stuff wrong with that baby? Maybe. But leave the kids out of it, man. Just on a sense of you having some type of moral balance for yourself. You know, being this ignorant towards small kids, you just don't have I just don't. This is why I make videos, because it's a lot of this going around, and a lot of people liking this type of behavior, and I just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. You know, and I don't agree with the Island Boys kissing their brothers. I don't agree with them saying the N-word, but oh my God, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We have a lot of work to do as black people, but this is not a tolerable thing for me. You know what I mean? Just not a tolerable thing. Just not a tolerable thing. I don't care what your stance is, what you think about it. It's nah. Nah. All right, I'm gonna go on to the next clip. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Charleston White, I think, would have a lot more respect. You know what I'm saying? If he could have the same visibility, you know what I'm saying, without going through all the BS. All right, this is Charleston White. After all this, gets confronted by one of the Island Boys' baby mamas for talking reckless about the child. Here we go.
The show. And you talk about our child and you're gonna get your ass beat, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah, you talk about our child, saying he's little.
Strong ass. Hey, get up. God damn. I thought that was Drewski walking by.
The baby's still ugly. I don't give a damn what she says. Yeah, don't take away from what that baby look like. Just hopefully the baby grow up to be something better than what his daddy look like and behave much better. The show.
Lord have mercy. This is, my God. As much as I did laugh, I still think it's mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I have a great sense of humor. I laugh at almost anything, but I don't want to sit here and act like this is acceptable on any level, because I wouldn't do it on my worst enemy. And we just have to remember, man, what goes around comes around. You know, I think that's the thing about what Charleston White is doing, man. I think people are waiting for something to happen. You know, not saying I'm putting it on him, but I don't know. I'm still up in the air about all this. I'm still up in the air. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what we got on the docket
tonight.
I just want to play this real quick. LeBron receives backlash for warming up shirtless in a do-rag. Your boy Isaiah Thomas, NBA Hall of Famer and legend, you know what I'm saying, says the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. Y'all check out what he had to say.
LeBron James going to play the game like this. Shirts and skins is what they're doing now.
I just totally 100% object to this. And if I was the GM or coach,
Me too.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't, you know, at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
Absolutely.
I just mean.
Absolutely. You know, I just think
College and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron. I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Now, if you want to, Adam Silver, if you want to find somebody, find that. Put a fine on that.
Tonight, LeBron James going to play the...
All right. I would say this. This is super funny. Only because LeBron is not a regular athlete. I get what he's saying, but LeBron, you might as well consider LeBron the owner of whatever team he's on. So he will have power to do what he wants. Does it make it right? No. But to sit here and be like, hey, LeBron needs to be fined. Dog, he is not in the game. He's like doing some warm-up, dog. There ain't nobody there. It's practice. I wouldn't particularly have a problem with it. I do know what he's saying about the professionalism. Be professional at all times. I do agree with just that point. But I don't agree with him being fined for it. Just tell the nigga to put on the shirt. Hey, Brian, too many cameras around. Well, put on the shirt. He'll put on the shirt. Like, I think these NBA analysts, especially the old school ones, come from a time where conformity, it was the way to go. Once the league evolved and getting all these players from everywhere, from all ages, all the way from, high school to overseas, making the NBA tons and tons of money. I think these players like LeBron retain a little bit of power so they can do that. Again, it doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. And I think Isaiah Thomas just need to lighten up on that. Like, we don't need to fine LeBron. How much you gonna fine him? $2,500, $25,000? That's nothing to him. He'll just pay it and still have his shirt off. So I don't think that's the right solution. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the right solution, but I think, man, LeBron is LeBron at this point. He is like 40-some years old and still in peak condition, man. So it is what it is. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to go to the next. Your boy, YK Osiris. This is all streamer stuff, y'all. So if I get this wrong, y'all just let me know. This is your boy, YK Osiris. Gets into a heated confrontation with another streamer named Scam Likely. Y'all check this out, because YK Osiris and Scam Likely, they ended up in a boxing match, Aiden Ross boxing match. So y'all check out the confrontation first.
Harry, can you find gentleman pass this to him?
Okay.
Pass it to him.
He said he got this gift for
What's
you.
that right there? What's that?
He said, fuck it, yeah.
That's the watch that him and Sean Kingston stole from Seth in L.A. You don't like that, huh? That's the watch you stole, broke ass nigga. And Sean Kingston was trying to slowly pay it off. This nigga said his dad stole his jewelry. He don't like that shit, huh? Yeah, he know.
Was we supposed to know that info?
Yeah. It's public info. It's public.
All right, the dude in the mask is Scam Likely. And the dude he's talking to is YK Osiris. I think he's a rapper singer. I don't know.
Oh, it's public.
Yeah. Harry, can you find gentleman pass this to him?
Singer.
Okay.
Pass it to him.
He said he got this gift for
What's
you.
that right there? What's that?
He said, fuck it, yeah.
That's the watch that him and Sean Kingston stole from Seth in L.A. You don't like that, huh? That's the watch you stole, broke ass nigga. And Sean Kingston was trying to slowly pay it off. This nigga said his dad stole his jewelry. He don't like that shit, huh? Yeah, he know.
If y'all don't know, Sean Kingston has been I don't know if he was in jail, but he's definitely been sued for not for theft for not paying back jewelers and all kind of stuff.
Was we supposed to know that info?
All right. Now I'm gonna go to the next one. This guy, both of these guys, actually got into a boxing match. Y'all check it out.
Get your ass up. Get your ass up.
Oh, okay, Osiris got beat up.
Get up. Get up. Get up.
They tell him to get up. Hey, man, get up, man.
I just don't think either one of these guys got that one punch power.
That's Dana White.
Oh, you gonna count that? I just don't think either one of these guys.
But I will say, these streamers are now doing their own beef. They're doing their own beef. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, man, I commend them for being upset with each other or being beefy or whatever, and then going into the ring and doing what they had to do, man. We need to handle all the beefs like this. I will go in the ring with all the haters. All my haters. Yeah, hey, sign me up. Cause I know I'm gonna whoop every last one of y'all. I don't care how tall y'all is. Let's see. I'm gonna play this clip from Rollo. Rollo blasts the government housing and says they're breaking up families and banning men from leases with baby mamas and kids. Y'all check this out.
Moved all the women to project housing and told them that can't no nigga live with you, so they removed the father out the household. Like, what kind of, like, if you think about it, if you come in and you sincerely think about this shit, bro, if, in fact, they give your baby mama an apartment with your kids, you know, a voucher, government living, low income living, or whatever they think it is, and they say, yeah, it's cool, but you can't put no man on the lease. So now we got a fucking household, a fatherless household. How the hell y'all expect a woman to raise a whole family? Some women be having 2, 3 kids, one child. Some other child might be just be a little boy. How y'all expect a woman to raise a man? And I know grandmamas and, you know, women done did that shit. Moved all the women to project house on countless occasions and shit like that, but just think about it. That shit ain't easy to do, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially like if a man got his daughter and if she reach an age where she finna start bleeding and things that matter. Like, nigga won't know how to change no pads. I don't even know what pad to get, you know what I'm saying? So like, y'all gotta understand, like, bro, that shit real, and everybody be thinking this shit be some bullshit, but on countless occasions and shit like that, but just think about it.
I will say this. This is a point. It's a good strong point. Oh shit. Oh my bad, y'all. I'm messing up on the computer. It's a good point. It's a good point. The government does incentivize, in order for a woman to get food stamps or to qualify for housing or stuff like that. It's one based on income, and two if the father's not there. So a lot of times not having a man around is helpful to receiving the benefits and things like that, which it shouldn't be like that at all. It shouldn't be like that at all. We have a long way to go. I think we, as a country, also black people as a people, we have to get together and we have to get together and fight to get these rules and these laws and these things changed, because it's not going to get better for the black family, or any other impoverished family overall in general. The reason why I think a lot of black men are emotional is because they are raised by their mothers. They are raised by their grandmothers. They are, no matter how you slice it, a lot of men who are raised by their mothers are emotional. Very emotional. Very emotional. And I think having a man around, a stable man, will help some of these young folks deal with their emotions a little better. Maybe not all the time, but I think it's proven that having two parents in a household, your life is just a lot better. Statistically wise. That doesn't mean if you have one parent that your life is going to be miserable, because there's a lot of people who are successful with one parent. That's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is statistically, you have a better chance of having a better life with two parents. But I just think we got to get together and get these laws changed, because they're not going to change under any other conditions. They're not. But Rollo, he's becoming somebody I've been, kind of checking out and looking towards, because even though he has his own beef and street problems in Atlanta, he's been saying some relevant stuff. He's been saying some stuff that is needed to be said. So I will give him that. I will definitely give him that. So I definitely agree on a lot of the stuff that he says. I definitely agree. Let's see what else we got. I gotta do some fun. Usher says he doesn't feed cherries to minors after a fan reveals her young age. Here we go.
How old did you say you were? Did you say 16? Oh, 19. Okay. I mean, I see that you have tattoos. You might have a tattoo at the age of 16. What you say? You got who? I'm going black mama. My mama's black too. But are you really 19? You sure? Are you sure you're sure? All right, just to be safe, I'm not eating your cherry. I'm gonna let her feed you.
Usher, man. Come on, man. I will say this is hilarious. The fact that he went through these lengths to find out if she was of age. It's a very smart play though. You know what I'm saying? Very smart play. Like you can't never be too sure. You know what I'm saying? You never could be too sure. And once you get in a certain type of bag, you don't want to be in that bag no more. You don't want to be in that bag no more. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to get everything figured out here. Let's see. Trying to get the rest of this stuff loaded up. All right. Let me get to the next screens. And 1 second while I can figure out the new stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see what else I got on this list of lists. Oh yeah, your boy Eddie Griffin on Kanye West and his new apparel. Here we go.
He said he made a mistake marrying Kim Kardashian, but he made that mistake 4 goddamn times. You got 4 kids by it. You making the same mistake over and over is called what? Lunacy. I'm telling you, he's proven through actions that he needs help. He also said, which I thought was hilarious because this motherfucker got jokes. He said that John Legend smelled like mashed potatoes and he wears sweaters in Barbados.
Yes, and Barbados. No, they say he smelled like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
Barbados. That's how he said it too. Barbados.
You picked her. Like you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
But you had 4 of them.
But
That must have been good, boy.
I am an evil person.
He's speaking ill on the dead because you're evil. Well, you know, at least you're owning up to something. Because that's just a bunch of evil-ass gibberish coming out. You know, you shitting on people that are alive. You shitting on people that are dead. You shitting on the mother of your children. You need help, dude. And that's why I hate talking about that motherfucker. And this is the last time I talk about that motherfucker. He said he made a mistake.
To be honest with you, sometimes don't be asking the right questions. But he actually asked the right question at that time or made the right statement. You know, Kanye was like, man, you made that mistake 4 times, bro. You knew what you were doing. Like, we can't keep saying, oh, I made a mistake. A mistake you're supposed to learn from. Not do it like 4 times, then be like, hey, man, my bad. But this just shows you the lunacy of Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? And his craziness that he's got going on. I don't recommend it for anybody. Now, this is the last one for me. For today, the girl Keisha Cole. Oh my God, Keisha Cole, what's going on with you, girl? What's going on with you? Y'all check this out.
Sincerely, ladies, where y'all at?
What does she got? Oh, yo. Jesus Christ.
It was easy for your bitch ass to blame everything. If that's the case, I should go have my fun, do all the things you say. Yeah, but I can't continue to take this 1, 2, 1. Yeah, as much as you use me, I might as well.
Is that a Huggies pull up?
This has got to be the
Yo, I will say this. Hold on. Let me get back to that. Hold on. Let me get. I will say this, man. Keisha Cole is a legend. Keisha Cole is a great singer. But I will say, man, when these artists are going through it, they are put themselves out on Front Street, and it's not a very flattering time. I think Keisha Cole is still really beautiful also. You know what I'm saying? But that BBL ain't working out. Them shrimps, swimming trunks / Pampers, Huggies, I don't know what's going on with them pants. They tight around the thighs, but loose around the waist. They baggy in the butt. I don't know what's going on. They look like polyester, styrofoam, or something. Keisha Cole is still a legend, y'all. I'm talking crazy, but Keisha Cole is 100% a legend still. But overall, man, I think a lot of these artists, once they're not that famous no more, once their music is not playing out that much, you see this a lot. You see this reinvention of wearing weird clothes, of dressing different, acting crazy, being erratic, having these love triangles that don't make any sense. Like, I think she's with Huncho now. I think Huncho's like 20 years younger than him, or 10 years or 15, something like that. Some crazy wild number. And I think these artists don't know how to cope or transition from being an artist to maybe being a CEO or executive. I think you have to realize at some point in your career that you have to transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shelf life for a lot of the artists only about 2 to 5 years, maybe 10 if you're lucky, and if you're a legend, you with staying power is over 10. But most of these artists don't even have a good 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And you maybe 2 of those years you really get money. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of these artists, they end up going crazy because you end up finding out how much money you really owe the record companies, and the things you once had, you can't afford them no more. And you end up doing this psycho stuff, like wearing a hat with a small jacket with looks like a tank top. I don't know what she got on, with some dog tags. All this is confusing for me. All of it's confusing for me. But I will say, again, Keisha Cole is a legend. I make fun of her, but it is what it is. And it's sad to see these legends and these entertainers, these Asian entertainers, like, I don't know, just go out like this. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm getting off the stream. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Got more content always on the way. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got more content always coming, man. Y'all be looking out for the next couple of videos.